Okay. All right. So have a few things, but hopefully we can continue our efficiency. Brad, our permanent pledge person.
Got it.
Dawn on the bills.
Yep.
No, I'm sorry. The signal pole, Stone spent 2 days out here last week, so I'm gonna have to ride around. I believe all our signal pole lights have been repaired. Alabama Power is beginning to work as well, but at any rate, I think all of our signal poles should be working. I'll double check those some evening. And of course, we're working on the Alabama Power ones as too. The Rock School sign was repaired along with, actually, we discovered one half of the monument sign was out, so they fixed that as well. I'll make a few comments about the trash, about the pro rata bill in April, and so forth. Need to talk about how that, of course, applies to only city limit and not unincorporated and not over in our friends in Clay with Pinson addresses. So I'll make a few comments there to help people understand what's coming down the road. Also, I encourage everyone to eat pancakes. Softball pancake breakfast is the 14th at the Palmerdale Community Center. So I went ahead and got that today, went ahead and put that in your packet. Let me back up to the bills. Since y'all are now electronic, we're transitioning to our new statements that are generated by Tyler, probably more than you ever wanted to know. But now that y'all are electronic, we're headed in a slightly different direction. But again, I don't think there's any question about where every penny is going with that lengthy statement. And now that y'all are electronic, you can see all that. So I should have mentioned that earlier. All right, old business, you have a contract concerning pole attachment for the motion that was passed last time about our 250 flags. So Dawn will put that on the table. Then also under old business, Councilor Walker concerning a grant and authorization to proceed with a draft design, conceptual design. I didn't put this back in your packet. You had it last time, the Chamber and ABBF contracts, but the Chamber officers will be here to talk about some goals and plans, and then they're invited tell us about some goals and plans, and then after the meeting across the street, if y'all have anything else to talk about, and then perhaps we'll be ready for that at our next meeting. New business, we have a motion for consent. I gave y'all, I'm sorry it printed on legal. Councilor Tanner reached out and got a quote concerning some fireworks, and I think, Dawn, you'd just like to go ahead and at least get it sort of pre-approved and the date selected. So Dawn has asked to move that for unanimous consent. There might be some follow-up paperwork, but this would at least get us a date and so forth. We will need to name 3 delegates for the ALM conference, just for any voting that might need to be done. Let's see, I'm planning to go. Dawn,
I think everybody's planning, except for I think, no, you're not planning. Yeah, I think everybody is that.
Okay, so we'll take that, whatever order y'all want to put it in. And then we have our special recognition. Marie's not here yet, so we're recognizing Marie for her almost 20 years We've got a couple of historical pictures. Dawn will well remember our humble beginnings. We didn't even own this much paper back in 2004. So we have a couple of little pictures. We'll recognize Marie, and we have several special guests. Then we'll take any department heads. I see, Chief, do you have anything this evening? Maybe short. Okay, so we'll take department heads, chiefs. Chris, Bob, Hal, are y'all good? Okay, y'all talked last time, so that's all you get. So for this month, right? So since we have a minute, we do have a line on a bucket truck. Eric and I are going to go see it maybe Monday. It's over towards Wadowee. If we think that will meet our needs, the price is much better. I think it's $44,000, very low mileage, all fully certified. I'll show you that in a moment. So if we like it on Monday, I'll probably go ahead and post the bid Tuesday, and that would satisfy for, I think, March the 5th when I could recommend it to y'all. So if you see that, that's potentially a real good buy for us. So I think that's all I have, unless y'all have something. Oh, well, I'm sorry. Back in my report, Shred Day is March 28th. And then we are also looking to have a community cleanup day that day. So Chris will need probably some officers, blue lights, that kind of thing. Huh? Well, I know we'll have to pay them. Okay, all right, yeah, whoever, and that might be my role. I can't, that's getting down that low. You'd have to call somebody to get me up. So anyway, so that's two things for the 28th. Since we have a minute, Chris, what did the lady tell you about hosting a county hazard day? Are we on their list?
No. It wasn't complete.
Okay.
She is going to keep us in mind. We're
Okay.
trying to get on the list
Okay.
sometime this year.
Okay. We have requested a hazard day for paint and electronics and chemicals. Those are done by Jefferson County, so hopefully we can perhaps have one this fall. So we're trying. So we'll keep you posted on that. So I'll mention that too. Okay. All right. Anything else y'all know of we need to talk about? All right. Well, we will convene in 20 minutes, and I think we can move through everything, and then we'll move across the street for refreshments honoring Murray. So anyway, all right, we'll convene in about 20 minutes. Okay. If you'll join with me and stand for our invocation, that'll be followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. Lord, thank you so much for the meeting, for those here, for our workers and staff, especially tonight, for our first responders. We pray a special hedge of protection around them. Give us your wisdom tonight as we steward the money of our community. Let everything glorify you. In your name we pray. Amen. Amen. Counselor Walker.
Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. May be seated. Make sure you silence everything as I just did. All right. Minutes. Counselor Holt.
Roll call.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. I forgot. Roll call. Let's make sure we are how many we are, right? Roll call, Madam Clerk. Thank you.
Counselor Thompson?
Here.
Counselor Walker?
Here.
Counselor Tanner?
Here.
Counselor Sims?
Here.
Counselor Holt?
Here.
Mayor Sanders?
All are present. Thank you, Madam Clerk. All right, now Counselor Holt.
Yes, I'd like to offer a motion to waive the reading and approve the minutes from the council's January 22nd meeting.
Second.
Second.
Sims my nose, I think, on that one. Discussion? In favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. And that passes unanimously. Moving down to bills, and you'll note, and I hope that new format is acceptable to council, probably more information than keep you busy at your nightly reading, but nonetheless, Counselor Tanner.
Yes, Mr. Mayor. I'd like to make a motion to pay the bills in the amount of $121,663.67.
Second
Second.
by Walker. Discussion, Dawn?
Just a large portion of this is for our insurance. It's $99,350, and I'm sorry y'all don't see that total, the whole grand total. So y'all just take my word, that's what it is.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna
They're
add
gonna
that.
work on it for
We're-
next meeting.
Add that, but that's the sum of those 17 pages or
Yeah.
whatever that you have, so. All right, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed, no. All right, that passes. All right, from the mayor's report, Gilmer Drive has been refilled with at least the base as part of our Rebuild Alabama Industrial Project. We're now waiting on some engineering for a water line, which is step 2, and I'll get that to y'all at a later time. Stone and Sons was out a couple days last week repairing our signal pole street lights, and those should be working. I'm gonna double check hopefully this evening. Alabama Power is now starting to get some parts in and get our others up and going. The Rock School sign that you approved last time was refitted and looks very nice, very, very bright over there. Just a brief word about the trash transition. Need to make a couple of things clear. First of all, our contract will only, of course, apply to the city limit. That will not apply to unincorporated areas or our friends over in Clay that might have a 35126. The way it will work is, and WM will actually have a letter or flyer or something next time around, but in March, you will get a prorated bill. The way I calculated, it'll be about $75, approximately. And then for the next, or the first summer billing, it will be the $56.25, but the next bill will be prorated. So everyone should have paid their January bill as printed. Your next bill will be prorated, then bills after that will be the new rate of $56.25. We will continue, of course, to take paper and cardboard here. We're looking at some options for some of the other materials, but that is how it will work. But as a reminder, that is for the city limit, and you will have instructions and further information in your next bill from WM. We encourage, who doesn't like a pancake? We encourage, can we get that on the screen? Pancake breakfast next Saturday, or Saturday week, as we say here in the South, benefiting the Softball team, that's kind of a yearly event. That is at the Palmerdale Community Center from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. And we'll get that posted on our Facebook and other avenues as well. So we encourage you to support our school softball team. Lastly, we are planning to have a shred day here on March 28th, as well as a community cleanup. Councilor Thompson's going to be organizing some volunteers and working with trying to find some target streets and areas. So March the 28th, look forward to a lot of opportunity to clean our community. Also, we are working, some of you probably have seen the hazard days. Those are actually implemented by Jefferson County. We are looking for a hazard day that would include paint, chemicals, computers. Hopefully we'll be able to have one this fall, and that'll be TBA. So when we can secure that through Jefferson County, we will have a hazard waste day. Maybe we can tie that to our fall shred day or something like that, have a two-stop shop. But at any rate, that's what's going on with those things. All right, under old business, Councilor Tanner.
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to authorize the mayor to enter into an agreement with Alabama Power to hang our flags that we're purchasing, American flags that we're going to purchase throughout the city.
Second.
Second.
By Thompson. Again, we reached out to them and they said that's absolutely fine and provided an agreement, and we'll work through that when we get the flags in. Further discussion? Roll call vote on the motion, please, ma'am.
Counselor Thompson?
Yes.
Counselor Walker?
Yes.
Counselor Tanner?
Yes.
Counselor Sims?
Yes.
Counselor Holt?
Yes.
Mayor Sanders?
Yes. Next item, Councilor Walker.
Yes, I would like to offer a resolution to begin the process of design and engineering for a Veterans Park.
Second.
Second.
Ooh, I don't know, Madam Clerk. You'll have to decide that one. Councilor Walker, will you want to speak to it a moment? On some old business and the grant and hit the high points?
Yes, so we've been looking at a Veterans Park here in the city for quite some time. We've had some designs proposed, which I believe we're all in favor of. They look really nice, but we need to have the design and engineering, and we have received a grant of $10,000 from our Senator Shelnut. Took me a second there. And we will use that to start the design and engineering process. We already have facility. We're looking at a spot in Bicentennial Park, which seems to be the ideal place for it. It will be facing or visible from Sweeney Hollow. So a lot of traffic will go by there, and we're looking to be able to have it accessible. We've already got a lot of the facilities there, parking, so I think it's going to be real nice.
Okay, we had a motion and everyone seconded, I think. So nonetheless, roll call vote on the resolution.
Counselor Thompson?
Yes.
Counselor Walker?
Yes.
Counselor Tanner?
Yes.
Counselor Sims?
Yes.
Counselor Holt?
Yes.
Mayor Sanders?
Yes, and that is resolution 2604, unanimous. All right, let's see here. Dawn, you want to go ahead and take yours by consent on the fireworks?
Yes, I've placed on everybody's desk an event calendar for the year that's not finalized. However, due to the City Fest being so close, put the date, set it for April the 25th. With that being said, everybody knows I've been upset that there was no City Fest last year or anything. So with this year being America's birthday, 250th birthday, we want to kind of go out a little bit more. Want to do it at nighttime. With that being said, right now, currently, we need to get our fireworks display, contract and everything settled. So with that, I want to make a motion tonight to pay the down payment for the fireworks, and the contract will work that out. There's some stuff that the mayor noticed needs to be set. But anyway, I want to make it for $699 even.
Okay, motion for immediate consideration. Is there a second?
Second.
Ooh, I don't know. Madam Clerk, you'll have to pick again. Unanimous consent for immediate consideration, please, ma'am.
Counselor Thompson?
Yes.
Counselor Walker?
Yes.
Counselor Tanner?
Yes.
Counselor Sims?
Yes.
Counselor Holt?
Yes.
Mayor Sanders?
Yes, unanimous consent passes. Questions or comments on the main motion?
I'll just say.
Yes, sure.
At the next meeting, I'll have everything, y'all will be aware of everything else that,
Yeah, we'll
I'd
get
like to
the
propose that.
contract over to
Yeah.
Mr. Black and some other things we'll need to work out, so. Roll call vote on the main motion.
Counselor Thompson?
Yes.
Counselor Walker?
Yes.
Counselor Tanner?
yes.
Counselor Sims?
Yes.
Counselor Holt?
Yes.
Mayor Sanders?
Yes, motion's approved, so we will secure the date and start the process with your approval. All right, let's see, I'm gonna change these around a little bit. Counselor Holt, since you won't be joining us in April and May, is there a motion concerning the delegates for the conference?
Yes, I make a motion for appointments for the delegates for the ALM conference.
Okay? Got to be a little more specific there, Counselor. Okay.
3 of you. That's up to be decided.
Okay. Well, let me help you. Normally, it's Mayor Pro Tem and then Senior Council. So that would be me, Dawn, and Brad, if that's agreeable, we all.
Yes.
Is that, okay, is that added to the motion?
Yes, sir.
All right, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Thompson. Okay, thank you. That's okay, he's learning,
I didn't
Work
know
with
what's
us,
the
work with him, all right? So
I like the original motion
Oh,
better.
okay. So, all right, we're fine, we're fine. All right, we have a second, and this is really only affected at the very end if there are any resolutions or yearly plans or anything that the league, at the very end of the meeting, only the delegate from each city will vote. It's sort of ceremonial, but something we have to do. Further discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, no. And that carries. All right, let me go ahead and take department heads. Chief, you said you had a few words?
Good evening, good to see everyone.
You-
I did want to talk about the calls we've had in the past month. So for the month of January, we had 129 total calls in the Palmerdale Fire District. And we had 23 fires total, most of those being brush or outbuilding fires. But we did have 2 residential structure fires, one of which there was an injured resident. This was in the Happy Top area of our district. This happened on January the 13th, and some of the guys that are here with me this evening were actually on this fire. They responded. There were many animals in the house, a single resident there, and they took care of her. Actually, one of the guys that are here tonight, he was the one that actually transported her to the hospital. So they did a fantastic job. I'm really proud of my brave guys and gals that are on our department. They really took care of the problem and took care of the patient. So, gentlemen, if y'all will stand up, we've got Hunter Pepper. He is a advanced EMT. He is the one that transported the patient. Jacob Hill, right here, he is a certified firefighter. He's one of our newer guys. And we have a volunteer, James Rittenhouse. So really proud of these guys, and I wanted to put them in the public's eye and tell them they did a wonderful job. So,
Let's reckon, absolutely.
and really, that's all I had for this evening, but y'all have
Okay.
anything for me?
All right, any questions of Chief? All right, I meant to cover this in chamber. You can go ahead and be seated.
Yes, sir.
Dean, Ronnie, whoever's talking, I meant to cover this back up in chamber and kind of skip past. We all want to come up and talk about your chamber plans and Butterbean and other things. We've had our first reading last time, but thought this might be a good time for y'all to talk about the plans going forward.
Thank you, Mayor. Good to see you back. It's been a while. Some of these faces I know from the past, some of these I do not. My name is Dean Kirkner, President of the Greater Clay Pinson Chamber of Commerce. A little bit of history about our chamber. We began in Clay When we incorporated in 2000, some business people got together after our first incorporation and the city was growing, and we founded the Clay before we were even greater. We were just the Clay Chamber of Commerce, and that started in 2002. One of our other founders has passed away, Becky Johnson, who has been with us a long time, who was on the city council at Clay with me and off with me and not with me sometimes, and she's now retired, and they live in Pell City, Moody, close to Pell City. But anyway, as president of the chamber, as like I said, this is our 24th year. Ronnie will give you the details. My job is to be the opening act. The opening act sets the table for the one that's going to serve the meal, right? So I'm just your opening act. But I was telling our board members, we meet the first Tuesday of every month, whenever everybody can make it, and some of the members are here tonight. COVID in 2020 changed America. I think for at least 10 years, if not more. I've been a traveling salesman for a company based out of Copenhagen, Denmark, and I've covered most of the southern United States for off and on 43 years. I know I look like I'm 28, but I'm actually older, a good bit older. And in 2020, when COVID hit, everybody still celebrated Christmas that fall.
Hang on just a minute. Can we swap cam on the feed? Yeah. The mic, we have sound but no visual on the podium.
Well, that's probably a blessing in my
Well,
case. I have a face for
but
radio.
anyway.
I have a radio face.
Okay, you see it now? Okay, thanks. Sorry about that.
No, no problem. But I got some statistics together, and I was telling our board members Tuesday morning when we met here, and last year, 36% of America's Christmas shopping was all done online. It's Amazon world now. I sell pumps to make their data centers. They're making me rich, and they're killing me. And I retired July 15th of this year. It's getting so big, and I've been here, like I said, 43 years in that business. But I got to thinking about what is the purpose of a Chamber of Commerce. We're bands of people, we represent businesses, we represent individuals, retirees, but mainly the cities. And now, we are now the greater Clay, Pinson area Chamber of Commerce. And Pinson is growing leaps and bounds, as Clay still is. But I'm thinking about our brick and mortar people. Your big box stores, your Walmarts do not join our Chamber of Commerce. They don't need us. We need them. I think about stores up at the Pinnacle where I was yesterday, and you've got brick and mortar up there like Belk's, and in the past Parisians and Riches. They have to pay HVAC, they got to pay employees, they got to pay retirement, they've got overhead. Amazon, and I'll pick on some names, Kroger trucks, run up and down here, and they give these guys nothing, and they give us nothing. So the chamber is more important than ever. As we stay together and band together and promote ourselves, we're getting to be more and more mom and pop type stores. And I like that. It gives us that hometown feel that Clay's always enjoyed and Pinson surely has. And they live it every day. But things are changing. And we need us more now than ever. So that's how I set the table for Ronnie Dixon, who's been an excellent director. I'm just the president. I just sit up here and stand up here tonight and look ugly and introduce him, and he handles all the details. But we'd like to see our businesses grow. Before I leave, we all go and shop in Trussville, right? They're our big neighbor, both yours and ours across the hill. Last year, their retail revenue fell by $3 million. As stores fold, as people leave, things change. They're even feeling it. Trussville keeps trying to grow, and every year their retail's losing more and more money. How do we stop it? We'd love your input, we'd love yours, and that's all I've got to say. I'm Dean Kirkner. I'll meet you afterwards if you need to say anything, and here's Ronnie Dixon.
Hey, everybody. Good to be back with you again. This is my 16th year of making this report about Butterbean and the chamber. And you can see, and I highlighted in yellow on the sheet that I gave you, the $2,500 of that money is what is going to pay for the mural on the side of Price's store. So those monies to pay for that painting are coming out of the Butterbean proceeds. So that's why the balance sheet looks a little bit different than normal. It is normally somewhere in that $1,950 range as far as profit. But this year, because of the mural, that bottom line total dropped a little bit. This past year was also our 20th Butterbean Festival. And one of the things we've really seen over that time is up in the top part of your actual column, you'll see that we lost money on T-shirts. Going along with what Dean said, people are just not as in tuned with that kind of souvenir any longer because the price is so high. We paid $19.25 per T-shirt this year, what we paid, in order to sell for $20, which was a $5 increase over the year before, which is comparable because they were both tie-dye shirts, and those are always a couple of dollars more expensive. So it's a little out of line from what we have seen in the past, but those two items are the reason why. We're already working on this year. The actual sign-up will go up online on April 1st. As usual, we have vendors already trying to get in touch with us. The other thing, and we mentioned to the board and the mayor, we've traditionally, since we've had the carnival, judged our attendance by the carnival proceeds. They didn't change anything on prices over the last 6 years. This year was the largest amount of our share than we've ever gotten. So we think that this 20th anniversary was probably the largest crowd over the 23 hours that we've had. We'll leave it to the police or the sheriff's office and the fire department to estimate, but from our carnival proceeds, it was the largest that we've had as far as attendance. And we spent more than we normally do, just like Ms. Tanner was mentioning. Because it was our 20th year, we spent more on fireworks than normal, just like the city will for this 250th birthday. So I'll take any questions if you have any.
All right, you sent, I don't know if it's made it around everybody, I started sending the flyer. Tell us about the ad that you posted this week.
Oh, well, Burton has been working on our website updates and social media posts and that kind of thing. So we're starting a little ad campaign, online only. Told the mayor the other day, and we'll probably need to do this again. Marie, I saw her come in somewhere there. She a couple of years ago, she printed a list of all the businesses that have business license in Pinson, and Clay did the same. In Pinson, there were about 1,800, I believe, and we did actual mail, USPS mail to those businesses, telling them what the chamber was and inviting them to join. It was right after COVID when we did it last time, so it was probably 22 or 23. So it's probably time to do that again. But we're going to have to go digital. The USPS world is gone as far as businesses are concerned. So now they're working on this ad. Today was the first day that the advertising went out. So we'll have to start building our email presence. We use Constant Contact a lot, as well as all the social media, Instagram, Facebook, those things. So it's just a new campaign, and there will be a website design. Barry is one of our board members. He's putting together some pictures and videos to supply to Burton to update the website with more current pictures and videos of the city of Pinson and the Butterbean Festival.
All right, due to our next item, we'll take two, are there any brief questions, and then we can, y'all can mill around, ask anything else as well.
Well,
Dawn?
I've got a lot of questions actually about the chamber, and it's almost like the only reason that Pinson is in it is for the Butterbean Festival. That's the appearance. How many businesses of Pinson are actually in the chamber or belong to it?
You want me to guess?
I want as honest answer as you can give. I mean, you know.
I would guess 40.
Okay. Well, I'm a business owner, never received anything before. And the brick and mortar businesses, do y'all ever go out and visit them and ask them, do they want to join?
We have,
You know?
yes, ma'am. That's what the board, Dean would have to speak to it, but board members do that, yes, ma'am.
Well, and we went to a ribbon cutting Tuesday. And there's a new business, karate business, that's opened up here on Main Street. And they have joined the North Jefferson Chamber of Commerce. I asked the gentleman, he never even thought about the Clay Pinson. So there's some kind of disconnect that y'all aren't getting out there or something. I don't know. I've never been on the Chamber of Commerce, so I do not know. But I just feel like that, you know, we've been in it, what, about 10 years or so, 15? I'm not sure about that. And, you know, we've always had a liaison, and now currently it's going to be the mayor, because we've never, other than y'all coming and saying, you know, this is what we have planned for the Butterbean Festival, and this is what we need, and then coming back and saying, this is what we did for the Butterbean Festival, y'all never show up at our council meetings. So we don't know what's going on.
We're starting a new
And all that.
trend tonight. We're here.
And that's good. That's good. I don't know, sometimes better late than never kind of thing. But I just think that for the money, if you took out the Butterbean Festival, because we pay, I think it's 20,000 to go towards
Counting the
ads.
in-kind, yeah, counting the
Towards
in-kind.
ads and all that. And then in-kinds is probably 80,000, 100,000 that pays for the deputies and the, you know, and all that. I feel like if you took out Butterbean Festival, we wouldn't have anything. There wouldn't be a reason. So I just feel like that something's got to be stepped up with the city and the chamber and the businesses in Pinson.
Okay.
Absolutely. I have a question. So when Pinson joined us about 10, 15 years ago, at the time, and I know you were guesstimating how many businesses are actually in the chamber, how many businesses were y'all initially incorporated, not incorporated, but joined on with the chamber as what we have now? You said there's 40. Do you know how many? I guess my question is, how much of it has grown due to y'all going out and actually promoting the chamber and working with these businesses? I know that in other municipalities, the chamber grows communities. And do y'all actually go out and try to, you know, I guess advertise what Pinson has to offer, spaces, growth? I'm just trying to figure out when it was initially started, you know, when Pinson became part, and where we are now. You know, 40 businesses, you know, what was it then? You know, how much of it has grown due to the chamber working with the community?
Dean's gonna have to answer
That's a
most
good
of it.
question. I know when we started in Clay in 2002, we were small. We had like 14 members to begin with. And then you run into a good point when you said we do ribbon cuttings. We get calls when somebody opens a business. A lot of times they give us a call. Huddle House was a prime example. Burger King did. And can the chamber get together with the city and give us a ribbon cutting? And we'd get some publicity and maybe have a news crew there or anything we can get out of it. And then we do their ribbon cutting. We leave them the paperwork to join. And they say, thank you very much, and they never do. We never see a check. That's just a fact. So now we're a little more prudent. When we do your ribbon cutting, please join us first. You know, we try to learn like Sam Walton did when he built Sam's. Walmart was already making him rich. He had the idea to build Sam's by selling memberships up front. He sold enough yearly memberships up front before he ever built his first brick and mortar store. And he did it out of the proceeds of the advance. We can't really do that, but one of the things we depend on both cities for the bulk, the huge bulk of our financing every year, is so that we have a monthly chamber dinner. I know a lot of Pinson folks come, and we try to invite and mix and mingle like that. And we try not to bill them. I don't think we've collected any money from any businesses for a while. Some people come and have lunch. It costs us, what, $20, $15 a head, and we charge $15. So we break even. And if extra people show up, we lose money every time. So that's why we need the cities to help us with that. We try to promote like boys and girls clubs. We try to bring positive news from Clay and Pinson both. We get enough bad press, you know, hit and run. We had some guys playing hooky and burned our Dollar General down because they were unsupervised and they set off fireworks inside the store. You can't account for that, but they were a good member. When I was on the city council, they were a big contributor of tax revenue. They're building it back, but it won't be ready till summer. So brick and mortar, you know, you might be seeing where we are fading away. You can call these Kroger trucks that deliver all day, they never even call us back. And they're delivering to everybody and paying no taxes, not to Pinson, not to Clay. So, Don, you make a good point, and you and I have been on councils and known this for years with Butterbean. We're fortunate, I say we, all of us collectively, in that the Butterbean Festival is now the second largest festival in the state of Alabama. A lot of people don't know that. We depend on the deputies and the fire department to give us rough estimates. It's usually 30 to 35,000 people come through in less than 36 hours. Valuable batteries and their spring shrimp festival is number one, and we're in good company close behind. So I wish we had more time. As our members grow, we'll have more people to volunteer and go door to door. When I was first on the council in 2000, my job was annexation, planning, and zoning. I went to every neighborhood and I wore out shoes knocking on doors. You've done it. We've all done it. It's a thankless job. But if you get people to join and your city grows, you have more people to help do more with. And that's basically it. We try to attend the mayor's prayer breakfast. We try to promote the cities in positive lights. And we need all that we can get. Trussville has beaten us all to the punch on big box stores. Y'all are not going to get a Walmart. We're not going to get a Target. And we've gone to some of the conventions and tried to lure them in. They ask two things. What's your population? What's your traffic count on Highway 75? And now we don't even have to go do that in person. Everything is online, as we're talking about in the digital age. So how do you lure and promote the city to tie with it when the big boxers are already somewhere else? And if they were in your city, Walmart wouldn't join. Why would they? They don't need you. They really don't. So you asked some good poignant questions, but we do that too so we don't have to charge our members anything. If we can't give a whole heck of a lot back other than continuity and association with each other, I hate to bill them annual dues. I think Ronnie feels the same way. A good business on record, they owe us $150. We do good to get them to sign the paper and send it back. They do.
Well, you know, maybe there's some, you know, you could offer not just the lunch that you have monthly, because I do not make it to all those because of my job, but, you know, maybe have a workshop with the businesses or something like that. You know, we have a perfect place here, you know, to host it, just to get, there's got to be a way to get more people, their businesses, and retain them so that y'all can turn around and do more for the cities, for both Pinson and Clay. You know, whether it's, I don't know, doing more, you know, with the Christmas parade or City Fest or something like that, because y'all should be a more integral part in each city. So, I mean, I don't have the answers. That's, you know, I'm not the expert at being a chamber person. Let me ask you real quick, though. Do y'all belong to, like, the Alabama Chamber of Commerce? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't think, and Hoyt's been here longer than anybody, I don't think there's ever been a request from the city that we have not fulfilled. So we depend heavily on what's going on within the city clerk's office to make sure that we're aware, or the mayor. Now, Hoyt came to our board meeting Tuesday morning, and as far as I know, that was probably the second time that we've ever had a mayor at a board meeting. So it's always open to them. So we're open to it. I did not know about a new karate studio and that
Well,
kind of
it just,
thing
that
until
seemed
the
very
day
odd,
after.
very odd.
Well, yeah, one of them I think knew the aide, I think somehow knew somebody involved. Yeah, I was surprised too.
Yeah,
So,
so, I mean, I get in all chambers across the country, and we hear it through ACC, the membership is dying because of online. Pinson is a good example. You have Food Giant, who is one of our best members, one of the best supporters of Butterbean. Mills Pharmacy, same thing. You could not drag Aldi into a membership of a chamber, a
Or
local chamber.
Publix, or anybody big chain.
Yeah.
Again, they don't need
So
you.
we're,
In our community it's all smaller businesses.
Yes,
So we
ma'am.
don't have those, and I can probably name off 10 right now that probably don't even know that there's a chamber. I know that they have not been contacted.
Ronnie brought up a good point at Tuesday's board meeting. Vestavia Hills, who he talks with a lot, and their city is much older than both of us cities combined. Vestavia Hills on their chamber luncheons average maybe 40 a month. And together at Grayson Valley, when we meet, we average about 30. So it's not just us, it's Vestavia, it's Hoover, it's Homewood. What's the trend? We'd love to have more new and young people and ideas. All of us are getting gray and grayer and less of it, you know? So we welcome any input and involvement and help, and we'd love to have you, right? Come to our chamber luncheon and we'll talk about it.
okay.
And when did you say the board meeting is? I'm sorry. What's it?
first Tuesday.
First Tuesday, and I'm guessing it's open to the public?
No, ma'am, it's
It's not-
not
It's
It's
open
just
to
a
the
board member.
public.
It's just board members.
Okay.
We are, the chamber is a 501,
C3.
CC.
no.
We used to be a C3.
C6, that's what I was
Okay.
trying to, it is same as any non-governmental organization, considered an NGO. So chambers operate as an arm of municipal government for participation in events and donations, for example. You can't make a donation monetarily to a city very easily when you can to a NGO. So that's one thing. Some things the city cannot spend money on, but a chamber can through an advertising contract. We've done that here in Pinson. So it's, you just have to use it, and it depends on the communication between the government and the chamber.
Okay, well, in light of our other business, if y'all want to continue to brainstorm, maybe talk,
Sure.
share some iced tea across the street in a minute, and we'll keep brainstorming and working through it. Any
Thank you.
Thank you.
public comment? You can leave the camera, Eric. All right, I'll say no public comment. Eric, could we have some pictures?
Nobody knows what that is, so go ahead and explain it.
20, almost 22, we started a few blocks away in the Civitan building. Some of us old timers know and love that building. And the Civitan organization let us use it free. We tried to get a better deal, but that was the best possible they could do. And we didn't even own that much paper, as I said. And you might think that is a storage closet, but that was actually shared by Marie and Angie in our early days. We had 2 desks and started, well, let me propose the resolution, then we'll get a motion in a second. Whereas the city was incorporated on April the 2nd, 2004, after an overwhelming majority of the vote of the qualified electors on March 30th, 2004, and whereas Marie Turner was elected as city clerk and treasurer in May of 2006, initially served as a volunteer, then part-time, then became full-time with the city in 2008, and whereas Marie Turner was instrumental in the early implementation of the city processes and procedures, and whereas Marie Turner, along with early staff and officials, worked in the former Civitan building under confined conditions, hence the picture, but capably served and established a functioning office of city clerk. And whereas Marie Turner furthered her training and became a certified municipal clerk, and furthermore so distinguished herself amongst her peers, was elected president of the Municipal Clerks Association, and upon election by her peers in 2016, named Clerk of the Year in 2020. Go ahead. And whereas Marie Turner retired at the end of 2025 after nearly 20 years of service to the city of Pinson, now be it that the mayor and council desire to recognize her for her express appreciation for her service. Councilor Tanner,
I'd like to make that motion.
second.
Second.
By Walker, and certainly there's no opposition, but just a roll call vote for formality.
Counselor Thompson?
Yes.
Counselor Walker?
Yes.
Counselor Tanner?
Yes.
Counselor Sims?
Yes.
Counselor Holt?
Yes.
Mayor Sanders?
Yes. Now you can give Marie another hand. Now, indeed. Now, why she wants to spend more time with Doug, I'm really not sure, but, I guess it's Turner. I guess Turner is really okay, that's the grandson. The grandson is the culprit. So, Marie, your comments are welcome, and then we'll have a picture.
Well, I've thought about this a lot. What would I say tonight? But there's so many words I can't get it in. This has been a job that I have truly enjoyed. Over the years, I've learned a lot. I feel like I've been able to be a servant and serve the community as well. Angie and I, from the good old days, we kind of like Hoyt said, we just kind of went day by day, worked in the closet, and we enjoyed every minute of it. I see a lot of people here, and I appreciate you all coming, and I appreciate all of y'all. And Mayor Sanders, I appreciate you. You gave me this opportunity, and I'm very honored to have served, and I appreciate this honor.
Well, sure.
Thank
Now,
you.
she's still going to come. You might see her around, and she's still going to work for us a day or two a week when, I guess, Turner's in school or can't come see Nanny, Mimi, Riri. Okay, when Turner can't play. But what I'm going to ask now, if you're behind, you can stand, but if you work or did work with Marie, so Angie, Eric, Chris, Bob, let's come over here in the middle. We'll try to get a group picture. Oh. Did I miss anybody? Hal? Yeah, any current or former employees or council members?
What a handsome bunch up front.
Okay, Dee, you'll take one too, so.
Awkward.
Y'all, some of y'all can share with us. Okay.
That was pretty funny.
Huh? Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, y'all come back and have their family join us. Oh, just the family, okay. All right, yeah, the family, if y'all want to come. Where is Turner? Oh, okay.
It's just the big one back there. He's not little no more.
Y'all stand up again so they get y'all anyway. Yeah, move in, try to keep the seal.
Take your time.
I like you love her. So you still might see Marie occasionally when she pops in 1 or 2 days a week. So we appreciate her service, and we'll try to extract all that information from the last 20 years, or 19 3/4, I guess it is, or something like that. All right, if there's nothing else, Councilor Walker? Motion to adjourn?
I would like to make a motion to adjourn.
Okay. He's going to be our permanent adjourn person, okay? All right, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Thompson. All in favor, aye? Aye. All opposed, no. We're hereby adjourned. You can get the time, Madam Clerk. And please join us across the street for a reception honoring the service and continued service of Ms. Turner. So y'all please step across and join us in that.